can't get, look around the border here. Okay, a radical is a square root sign. Okay, our laws are going to be the square root of a times the square root of b is the square root of ab. The square root of a divided by the square root of b is equal to the square root of a divided by b, where b cannot be 0. Okay, so if you take two numbers and you square root them, it's exactly equal to them together. Is multiplied. That means multiply. Okay, so we're going to say to simplify. Means to find another expression with the same value. This is not an approximation with your calculator. I'll get another way while you scribble that down. Okay. So in this class from here on out, you are going to leave the exact values for things. So let's say you have an answer that is the square root of 5. You will leave it as the square root of 5 and not change it to 2.2. All right, so we're just going to leave our numbers exactly in the square roots from here on out. All right. Okay, so we're going to say to find, so I'm going to say example 1. The questions will say find the square root of 4, simplify the square root of 48. All right, this is a skill that's very important for advanced functions in calculus, doing these sort of things. All right. So the way we're going to do this is I'll give you guys a second to scribble down, sorry I'm too excited. I can pause and count to 10. The square root of 48 is you try to find the biggest perfect square is divisible by. Ben, you're up. Ben, can you give me a list of the perfect squares for the class, please? You know what a perfect square is? No.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Go ahead. What's perfect square?
1, 4, 9, 16, 25.
Yeah. So where he got that from, I hope, was 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, 6 squared, so on. So what's the biggest number that 48 will divide by out of those numbers? I heard somebody say that's 16. Okay. So 48 changes to 16 times 3. Okay. Now you're probably saying to yourself, Mr. Sadler, I don't see how that helps. I'm going to show you right now. Ben, what is the square root of 4? What is the square root of 16, please? 4. Good. So the square root of 16 is just 4, so change it to 4 root 13. Matt, you're up next. Don't play jokes here. It's not funny. You're up next. That's not 16, but 16 times, not 20. Remember, sorry, I should have mentioned this, okay? Please remember this sign right here. This means multiply. Okay. Now, the way that works is, right, 16 is, the square root of 16 is just 4, so it's 4 times root 3. Let's try another one. Confused, don't be confused, we'll do one more here. One more time.
Why would you just like multiply that and then square it and numbers of like multiply 6 times 3 and then square that?
Well, because here's the thing. Okay, good question. Why would, the question was, can I please talk? The question is, why would you just take 16 and 3 and do the square root? Well, what's the square root of 48 on your calculator? It's like 6.89493929, whatever. We're trying to keep it exact figures here. Now, I'm going to show you why we do this, because we're going to find a way to simplify things here in a minute. Okay? Please stop, Taylor. Yes?
If there's a different whole number and like you know how it's 4, you get the square root of 16 is 4.
Yeah.
If you can get the square root of the other number.
Yeah. If this was like 49, just go right to 7, right? You know what I mean? Because, yeah, it works out. All right, let's do the next one, example 2. This just takes a little practice and you'll get good. Example 2 is going to say, let's go with the square root of, oh, I don't know. Let's go 1,000. Okay, now this looks frightening. Okay, 1,000 will not work evenly. Let's think of our perfect squares so they're going to work. Okay? What's the one that's probably going to work for this and will work nicest? 25 will work. Is there anything bigger than 25? 25 will work. 100 probably sounds good. Okay. So I'm going to change this to the square root of 100. Is this easier to write it like this? Is that better? If that's better for I write it like that. No? All right. Oh, all right then. Message received. So this is the square root of 100 times 10. Okay. Okay. What is the square root of 100, please? 10. So my final answer is just 10 root 10. And that be that. That's all there is to this.
So how does that split it to the square root of 1,000?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Okay? Let's type, no, I'm sorry, I'm glad you asked. If you type in your calculator the square root of 1,000, could someone be brave to type that in? I think it's like 31.6 something, I think. Is that right? Somebody confirm that? 31.6-ish? Okay. I'm a math teacher. This is what I do for a living. Okay, can someone do the square root of 10 for me, please? I bet it's 3.16, dot, 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 dot. And then if you times that by 10, you still get 31.6. Like they're still the same thing. They mean the same thing.
You didn't do your weekly
Right, they're just equivalent, that's all it is. Because the thing is, if you, like, because the square root of 100 is 10, you can just divide it out. That's all we're doing there. Example 3. Keep moving here. I want to keep moving faster. Two root 50. Okay. 2 root 50. That's what I wanted. That's the one I wanted. All right. Tyler, you're up. For the root of 50, what can we change that into? 25 times? I'm just 2, I hope you said I didn't hear that. So see that 25 and 2. Now 50 will also go to 10 times 5. Why does 10 times 5 not work? Yeah, they don't have even square roots. Okay, because someone on tomorrow's quiz, this will be on tomorrow's quiz by the way, someone on tomorrow's quiz will tell me that the square root of 50 is 10 times 5, and I'll say, wonderful. Okay, 10 times 5 is 50, but that doesn't help me. All right, what's the square root of 25? 5. 2 times 5 is? I'll show that as a middle step here, but eventually we won't. There we go. I pausing the video and then you guys can ask questions.